Hello, Virgo. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's jump straight into your reading. This week, I have been pulling out a spirit animal for everybody as what animal is guiding you through this week. And you got this beautiful, powerful tiger energy who hunts at night. And it kind of reminds me, it kind of feels like this week and the energy that you're in currently is really awakening your own personal power, but it's happening through the darkness. So it kind of reminds me of, it kind of feels like you guys are really kind of sitting with your darkness here and you're kind of gaining power from it in a very interesting and transformational way. Like there is no fear coming from you this week. You're able to soothe and heal yourself this week through this very, very powerful energy. I don't know. We're going to see in the rest of your readings, but this one is really kind of like almost intimidating, the energy that you guys are bringing up here. Like it's almost like you do have the tendency to feel overwhelmed at times, Virgo, with this card when you're out of balance. But this week, there is something about your own personal power that's really kind of like intimidating, maybe even yourself. Like it's beautiful, it's confident, it's fearless, it's bold, it's hunting something. You guys are hunting something. Your success, your goals. You're clearly on a search for something here. The advice that comes with this card is to really sit with yourself in the evenings and to really sit with those thoughts and those ideas and discovering your inner power here. It's quite interesting. Now, I've shuffled all the rest of the decks. I do have a arm injury, so this is just going to be chilling here. Minimal movement. We're going to be using this hand here. So you have Fork in the Road coming up for you guys this week. All right. So you might be having you might be feeling a little bit stuck here on where to go or what to do next. Let's see what else comes through for you. Angel of Strength coming in. Now you have a lion, so you have a lot of this cat energy coming through. You got the big cats coming out here. Fork in the Road, an Angel of Strength. Through a situation that is causing confusion, are you gaining a strength here? And fearlessness. I think it's almost like you have no choice but to sit with yourself about something. Wisdom. Guys, you're connecting to higher forces this week. Your higher self, your higher wisdom. You're learning something about yourself, healing subconscious mind, your spirit here from a place of wisdom. Enlightenment coming through for you as well. It feels like there is some really big spiritual knowledge that's kind of knocking at your door. They wanted me to say it like that. You have complacency. So that's why they're knocking at the door here. You're feeling stuck and a little bit out of control in your life at the moment. That's why complacency is here. She's living with a lot of regrets and wishes that, when she was able to do things, she wishes that she had done it and not been complacent with her life. And I feel like that's why the tiger energy is here, is because it's calling for you to be fearless so that you don't live with regrets. I'm almost feeling like there is something that they want you to take, like an opportunity they want you to take. We will figure out what this is. Yeah, you have confusion. This is like maybe, again, that feeling of overwhelm. Maybe something is out of balance at the moment in your life here. And you're confused because you're not sure about where is the next step or what around you is achievable or something. Let's grab you some of these. It's the Let Go Flow cards. Breathe. This says, calm down, just be, all is good. Union. That's interesting. Look at this. So this says good things come together, perfect match, a couple coming together. So if you're in a relationship, this is just a confirmation that you guys are the perfect match. Also, if you're single, potentially there is somebody coming into your life here. There is union happening this week. Can also be union with your higher self. Let's get you another one. And let go, flow. Okay. So breathe and let go, flow are kind of both similar to time to let go. Stop overthinking. Meditation helps. Meditation helps. It's interesting. It's like there's wisdom and enlightenment, but it's complacency and confusion. Your state of being seems to be the complacency and confusion, but it's like your higher self. So they're showing me your higher self and a cloud in between and you where you are now. That's why you're feeling confused. There's almost this confusion or this uncertainty that's blocking you from connecting to your intuition, to your higher self, to this wisdom that is there. Interesting. Right. I wonder how we can deal with this. Let's dive into the rest of your reading, my angels. Let's see what they're talking about here. I think that maybe this is part of the angel of strength, though. Like maybe there is something that requires your courage, your boldness, your fearlessness, like the tiger was saying, to push through some sort of cloud. It's so weird because Leo literally had messages about the clouds too. Like it represents things unseen. So it's the unknown, Virgo. Right. So there is the unknown that's kind of in between you and your higher self, where you're supposed to be. Okay. It's interesting. Let's pull the cards out here. This is the way I'm doing it this week because honestly, and that clearly is a section here okay, whatever. Right. Virgo, please, Spirit. Six of Swords. Okay, could be some travel or movement happening here, but rest assured, things are getting calmer now in your life. Okay, you've walked away from chaos, conflict, disagreements. You've escaped a situation. You're now moving forward. So that's a good sign towards stability. And I am kind of feeling like you're starting over again. That's what it feels like. You're having to start over again, but at least this time it's on stable ground because the Six of Swords is kind of like a refuge card. Sorry, I can't speak today. And it's they've had to escape a certain land and now they're in the water trying to get towards new land, right? So it does feel like there is maybe some movement. Maybe you have moved. But ultimately, it's about going from one place that's been chaotic and maybe, conflicting, escaping that, moving towards something more stable. And what you're going towards is the Three of Pentacles, which is about building on your stability. It's building the foundations. It's starting something new. It's building a plan, collaboration with others, maybe even as well. Maybe that's what the union is. Okay, right. I'm speaking about, I'm kind of linking this to the oracles, but I will get into the other little details also. Then you have the High Priestess, trusting in your intuition, your enlightenment here. The tiger is also, it speaks of hunting at night, which is also where the moon comes out, has a moon on its head here, which is also what the High Priestess has. Your intuition is even kind of where the third eye is as well. So it feels like you are extremely psychic, Virgos. You guys have a very deep inner knowing. But I wonder what is blocking that. Again, it's the clouds. Let's see what else. Let's get you some more. Knight of Swords. Okay, and Page of Pentacles, nice. You have a lot of court cards coming out, so a lot of conversations happening this week, okay? A lot of unions, maybe. Right, let's see what this is saying. Let's speak about these cards individually, and then we're going to clarify them. So, we already spoke about the first one, Six of Swords, moving away from chaos, moving towards stable times, which is amazing. I think you've had to kind of restart or saying refresh. You've had to start again, okay, because something got ruined or something got destroyed or there was chaos and conflict or something just was not healthy, whatever it is that you're walking away from. Now you're able to rebuild, and that's something that they want you to focus on this week. Follow your inspired ideas. Pay attention to your dreams. They are important for you guys this week because there is connection, communication from spirit here that's trying to guide you. Connect with your intuition. Meditate. Meditation helps. Okay, breathe. Okay. The Knight of Swords is coming in here for you guys this week, which is great. It's about determination. It can also represent communication as well. So I am going to figure out what that is for you when we clarify. Just be aware. Don't rush anything this week. Whenever the Knight of Swords comes in, it's great for determination and quick thinking and all that stuff. But sometimes it does come with a bit of a warning that when we're rushing too fast or too quickly, we tend to jump to conclusions and, stumble upon we can stumble because we're not really seeing what's in front of us. We're just running straight forward. So just make sure you're prepared before you run at anybody with information or make any quick decisions. Make sure that you have all the information that you need. Otherwise, the confusion and complacency here kind of feels a little bit like there might be some regrets or, again, some confusion, some missing information. You then have the Page of Pentacles, which is great. It feels like they're guiding you to take the first step this week, okay? Plant that seed. Take action on something that you know you want to go towards. Even if it's just small action, we all start from somewhere, okay? Page of Pentacles is great for being a student. It's the apprentice of the deck here. So learning as you go is super important. You don't need to know everything in the first stages, Virgo. That's something that's interesting, especially because the Three of Pentacles is here. So some of you could be, really being in a new environment. This could be a new job, a new home. This could be just maybe a new connection with somebody even as well. It's new. And it means that because it's new, we're going to take the first step, but we might even change things up a little bit because we're learning as we go. So it's a good card. It's a good card for studying as well. Okay. It's a good card for building the right strategy when it comes underneath that Three of Pentacles here. So take the first step. Okay. Then you have the King of Wands, a natural leader. So you guys might be feeling cool to take action this week, to take the lead in some way. Definitely about bringing your ideas to life, though. The King of Wands has a lot of great ideas. He's able to adapt. That's what the lizards are here. He also has the lions behind him. So you have the lions behind you. You have this cat family around you with the tiger and the lions. So this is really about using your strength and using your fearlessness to move forward, especially with the High Priestess here. But by following your gut instincts, they're wanting you to do it fearlessly. Don't doubt yourself. Don't second guess yourself and where you're being guided to go. Okay, because of that cloud, and they're kind of repeating the imagery we had earlier. It's like your gut instinct is telling you to go through the cloud, but you're scared because it's like, I don't know what's behind that cloud though. But what's on the other side of it is enlightenment and wisdom. It's like a deep spiritual knowing. So maybe it's heightening your psychic abilities, or whatever it is. You're going into a period of enlightenment and wisdom, maybe teaching. Okay, that would be the next step. Whatever it is, just saying go for it. Okay, be a leader, take action here. You are able to adapt, and believing in that ability that you have here. Whatever comes up, I feel like that's what it is. And that makes sense for you, Virgo. They're reminding me of the tiger hunting in the dark, right? It doesn't know what it's going to come up against, if it's going to come up across its own challenges. It's fearless. It believes in its own power, okay, to kind of conquer anything that comes its way, to, defend itself if necessary, to win a battle if necessary. So it's almost like that's what I'm getting with the High Priestess. Trusting in yourself, believing in yourself. Interesting. Let's get you some clarifiers. This table's about to get very messy here. So it's better to take action and then, and pivot along the way than it is to never take action at all. That's what it feels like. If you're worried about failure, you never fail, only unless you kind of give up or never even try to begin with, So it's almost like putting it into that perspective. All right, for Virgos, please, Spirit. Let's move all that. Right, let's see if Six of Swords is clarified. Oh my God, by the Six of Swords again. Absolutely, you're being taken somewhere else here. Definitely some forward movement happening for you guys with that. Three of Pentacles with the Devil energy. It's a lot of responsibility on your plate right now. Could be some like contracts and stuff like that. Also, be aware of if you're making something or planning something or creating something. I'm seeing somebody knitting, like weaving things together. Don't weave in the fear. All right. That's all I want to say to you. Make sure that you're not making any actions in this new beginning, in this new plan out of fear. And also, if there are some negative people around you who are clouding you, there's a lot of messages coming through here. It's great to collaborate, but make sure you're not collaborating with the devil energy. People who embed fear into you, people who want to dictate to you, control, your decision making. Pay attention to who's around you who could be represented by this devil. Okay, usually people are fearful beings, and then they try to project that fear onto you whilst you're building something new or doing something new to begin with. So, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Just don't allow yourself to weave in the devil into your plans. Okay, fear. or restrictions or limitations. Okay. And I'm also seeing with this, with the devil and the three of pentacles as well, especially linking it to complacency. Keep pushing past that voice that's trying to embed fear into you, okay? With that tiger spirit as well. Keep pushing forward. Like, remind yourself why you started. Remind yourself of why you're doing something. Don't allow the devil, that frustration, that fear, that, oh no, did I make the wrong decision? Don't allow it to drag you back. It's almost like it's kind of like pulling you back as you're succeeding. It's almost like that. That's what I'm feeling. So whoever that is, whatever that is, just keep pushing forward, okay? The High Priestess and the Queen of Wands coming through. I love that. Having confidence in yourself, your beliefs, your abilities, in your intuition, okay? Again, Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, amazing sign for coming into union with somebody. All right. If you're single, this is a new person, but somebody who you may have felt was coming away. You could meet them through some sort of business endeavor, for example, because they're wands, okay? Or they're just a very good, passionate person, is somebody who has really great ideas, just like you do, okay? Entrepreneurial feels like as well, okay? You could be in that relationship with that person already. Okie dokie, let's get with the Knight of Swords. You have the King of Cups, the Page of Pentacles and the Tower, the King of Wands and the Three of Swords. You could be like, there could be somebody that you're not speaking to at the moment. I do see union coming in here. If you're thinking about this person, somebody is brokenhearted. This could be their own issues, but because you're coming up with the High Priestess, if you've blocked somebody, if you're silent on somebody, it does feel like they're hurting. That's just very random for some of you. Anyway, moving away from that, I'll get back to that a little bit later. Right, you have the King of Cups with the Knight of Swords. So this could be somebody expressing feelings or emotions to you, to be honest with you. The King of Cups, again, usually can come through as a lover or somebody who's coming in emotionally mature, emotionally stable, maybe, expressing some kind of feelings. The Knight of Swords is rushing in though, so pay attention to that. For others of you, it's kind of like a little bit of, make sure the decisions you're making is not on trying to rush anything out of fear. It's actually on feeling guided intuitively and emotionally towards going towards something. The King of Cups is very stable. He does not allow his feelings to kind of knock him off that rock here and into the water. He's not overwhelmed by his feelings. He can understand them. He dives deep into them when necessary, but it doesn't allow them to shake him up. Okay, so it's about emotional maturity and emotional balance. Okay, so maybe holding back could be important for you so that you can get clear on something before moving forward. Okay, so that you can take fearless action. I think it's quite important. Okay, next you have the Tower with that Page of Pentacles. So the Tower doesn't have to be bad. That's one thing I will say. We do have that devil energy here, so right on top of it. So let me just look at this quickly. So this is about planning. This is about taking action on it. I think actually this Tower feels good, to be honest. It kind of, again, feels like either way, something is going to fall apart, right? But if it's an old way of being, if it's that old part of yourself that's complacent and gets a bit lost in that devil energy of fear, then the Tower is good. It's almost like sparking. Okay, I want to just say, the more that you're taking action on a plan, the more that you're working on yourself, this devil energy has no, power over you. Whether it's that voice in your head or whether it's somebody in your life who's trying to control your decisions or send bad juju to you, whatever it is, you are going to be successful over that because of the fact that you never gave up on yourself. You never delved into that devil energy. It almost feels like the devil is the one being shocked with that Tower. That's what's going to be falling away, because the divine intervention, whatever is trying to block you from moving forward, it will, it will come crashing down. The universe is always wanting us to grow and evolve. That's why we're here. We're soul beings here, living a human experience to learn and to develop our souls, right? So whenever something is keeping us stuck and bounded, usually the Tower comes in and goes, hey, not anymore. Let's change this up a little bit. This is not working. Okay, so it's a sudden event. and usually one outside of your control. But because you're showing up as the Page of Pentacles here, either you get a sudden opportunity that means that, you know, you get to move forward and progress regardless of what's been blocking you, whether it means that when you actually take action on a plan, that devil energy, those fears disappear. Okay. It feels good. It actually feels good. Whatever the sudden thing is, it's a sudden relief. That's what it feels like. Right, King of Wands and a Three of Swords. It's interesting because this is a very creative energy, being able to adapt and to move forward. But that Three of Swords is here, which feels like something that needs to be addressed. I might even get another card to clarify a few of these. So the Two of Pentacles. It's like a worry about the decisions here. When it comes down to this being you, it feels like maybe there are a few things that are pulling at you here, because both of these have strings on it. And those strings are pulling that heart apart here. And I feel like maybe you have two ideas and you don't know which one to take action on. Maybe you're afraid of making choices here. But again, the King of Wands is just a reminder, you have the ability to adapt. It's about being fearless this week, okay? And finding your inner power. Again, if there is somebody around you, it does feel like they're, you know, really trying to figure out how to do something, you know, to maybe make something work with you. But that's just for some of you out there. The Tower and the Ten of Wands with the Page of Pentacles is like finally something gets packed up and put away. It's like a letting go of baggage, letting go of something that's been really heavy and weighing on you, fears, whatever. It's like a packing up here. So definitely could be moving, sudden movement, but it's like the sudden ending of something, and in which case, again, feels good. Maybe going into, again, like a job or a career that's, you know, is less energy. You know, maybe you've had to do a lot, you know, lately, and this Tower is like, okay, now that you've made the first step in some degree, in some area of your life, now things start to get a bit easier for you, like a little bit more lightweight. Okay. Right, Virgo, let me just see. So complacency, again, don't let fear hold you back, because eventually it's going to come creeping back in. Of like regrets. It will turn into regrets, right? So would you rather regret it, or would you rather do it and it not work out? So that's a decision you have to make here. And don't be afraid of going past the clouds. Whatever is causing confusion, trust in your gut instincts and where it's guiding you here. And if you don't know, again, don't rush it. Get clear. That King of Cups is a really important reminder to meditate, to connect with yourself, to breathe. Breath work could be really important for you guys, okay? So that you can tap into yourself where it's guiding you, and then you can take action. Don't just rush anything for the sake of trying to escape that uncomfortable feeling of like, I need to do something, but I don't know what to do. Make sure that you're making decisions from a place of fearlessness. Fear has no place here, and you're reading quite clearly. That's something we're trying to remove. So you can be bold, vulnerable, but also know when to protect yourself, you know? Anyway, interesting. Interesting indeed. Right, that's all I have for you for this week. Let me know how it resonates with you, Virgo. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right.